Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie, jestem Kark, a to jest Starfield. No i tutaj mamy się wybrać, mamy zadanie, żeby się wybrać na polowanku z jakimś szeryfem. O, on już tu na nas czeka. A zobaczmy, no co tu jest w tej wieży. Zasieki jakieś, kurde. Tu chyba nic nie ma. No.
You some kind of an acrobat.
Dobra, idziemy. No dawaj.
Well, you certainly brought enough enthusiasm for the both of us. Just stick close to me, keep your head on a swivel, and you'll be fine. We'll be back before you know it. And maybe we'll get some answers.
No to dawaj. Co ty tam masz za?
This is what I'm talking about. These tracks, they're all wrong. The spacing, the depth, just doesn't make any sense. Let's keep going. The Ashta are clever, but they're usually predictable. These tracks don't follow any other paths I expect them to. It just doesn't add up. Looks like the tracks head this way. What the hell? This is one of our security bots. Someone sent this thing out to mimic the Ashta? Why in the world? Shit, you hear that? Eyes up, we got incoming. Ashta, incoming!
Just getting warmed up.
Ashta, incoming!
More of this? Ah, come on! Here? What's the matter with you?
Ashta Burrow. You feel them coming before you see them. You know how to handle yourself. Most times someone encounters an Ashta, they panic. Not you. Now I got even more questions. Who in the hell did this, and why? No, this almost cost us lives. No one I know would think that's funny. Someone from Akila Security did this. We're the only ones that have access to these robots or can change their orders. I need to check this over, see if I can find some more details. While I do that, I need you to run back to the city. Check the access logs on the computer in the barracks. Look for whoever signed for this thing last. I'll meet you in the city when I'm done here.
Dobra, chodź Sara, wychodzimy.
If you're looking for a sidearm.
To kuźwa trzeba iść. Tu nie wleziemy.
Jetpack damaged or something?
O panie, złamałem szłapę.
If I get called on one more drunken assault.
People have no idea what we do to keep them safe.
Co tam mamy coś złamane, tak? Dobra, wchodzimy. A nie ma cyfrychów?
Another day, another shift.
Kirkin B jakiś. Łapanie.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them scouring through old labs and facilities, taking whatever's not nailed down.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an ashta buffet. Oh, hey there. Back already. Davis said something about you going on patrol with him? He's all right, isn't he? Nothing, bad happened out there. Oh no. Look, people getting hurt was never part of it. Davis has just been so stressed over this whole thing with that woman and her sensors, and it's been affecting him on the job. The damn robot was just supposed to stomp around, mess up her data, and then come back. I didn't know it would rile up the Ashta so much, and it wasn't supposed to break down. It won't matter. I really screwed this up.
You're lucky, Bailey. If it was me, I wouldn't be so lenient.
Sara, twardziel z ciebie. Plac główny. Kajan tam zaś siedzi.
The rock isn't exactly massed, but as seats of government go, it's still quite an impressive structure.
Prices on raw materials are really dropping. It's those independent mining companies.
That robot could have killed people. The robot's internals are fried, so I came up empty. You have any better luck than I did? Know who's responsible? You serious? Oh, Bailey, what were you thinking? My own people sabotaging equipment. Whole world's gone crazy. Well, I'm gonna have to go deal with this. Thanks for helping out. I'll kick some credits your way. May not be much. Not made of money around here. You might want to give Miss Alpin some time to get clean data. Might be her research. Well, it might prove useful. I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead move. Bailey's on thin ice. One more mistake and she's out of a job.
No. Spoko. Sara, idziemy spać. Chodź. Potrzebna nam jakaś dziupla.
You need a magnifying glass for it.
It looks like we're down 2 crates of aluminum.
No, the guard took that to reinforce the railings on the wall. I have a note from Bailey here.
2 crates aluminum. Signed Bailey. Not one for paperwork, is he?
You're lucky you got that much.
Well, as much as I can tell, it seems.
Sara, gdzie było te łóżko?
Work for a week. Then my boss will see how much she needs me and give me a raise.
O. Dobra, to śpimy.
That was quite a workout. Hope you had as much fun as I did.
Ciekawe. Chodź, Sara. Idziemy.
This doesn't really look like much of a zoo, more like a sideshow attraction.
Chodź, ta sierota tu stoi.
Just keep your gun.
Hey, how have you been? Staying out of trouble? I suppose you could. Things here have been, well, they're better. The ice has thawed a bit between me and Davis. We'll probably never be friends, but at least we're on speaking terms now. I think he finally appreciates the value of my research. I did, repeatedly. In fact, so much that he asked me to stop, so I apologized for that, repeatedly. In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. In analyzing the recent data, I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past. I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it. I have recognized that Davis has an emotional reaction to my presence. We're on speaking terms, but he still gets agitated. I don't want to make things worse. I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could go speak to him? If nothing else, it would ease my conscience.
No dobra.
Vigilance is what keeps Akila City safe. Oh, brother. Why is it every time I see your face, I bet a headache's gonna follow shortly after? All broken up about it, I'm sure. So what can I do for you? And there's the headache. Ah, that woman, I swear. Even though we've smoothed over most of the rough spots, she still manages to strike a nerve without even trying. No, I know she's not. Might not have believed it when she first showed up in the town, but she's been honest and on the level. When we were out there and we found that robot, obviously that threw me for a loop. Still can't believe one of my own people will pull a stunt like that, endangering us all. But the more I thought about it, that whole episode doesn't account for some of the tracks I saw out there. Too large, too spread out. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. If there's a bigger Ashta out there, something meaner than what we've seen so far, I have to know. I tell you what, if you and Kiona are worried, why don't you just come with me then? Either I get an extra gun in the fight, or you get to laugh at the old man and say, I told you so. I'll give you a chance to gear up if you need it. And maybe grab the biggest gun you got. Just in case. All right. You know, Kioni showed me her data.
No to idziemy. zapolować.
I think we can make some real improvements in the
The
future.
Jansen family immigrated here
She had
from
a
the
couple
UC.
sets of data that she thought were erroneous or
If you have any
something.
work, Mark Jansen would
It
appreciate
seems to me that might not be. Bigger, faster, Ashta sounds like it matches up with the tracks I've seen. But I tell you, I'm hoping she's right. It's just a glitch. And, I need to tell her I said that. I'm going to her head. All right, here we are. Let's head this way. I remember a story from the first time I was here on the Killer. I had totally forgotten about it till recently. Every so often, we get independent types who think that they can succeed where everyone else has failed. Some of them stride off into the wilderness, certain that they're going to make more credits than anyone in history. Mining, botany stuff, whatever. Warnings just don't get through to them. Most of them don't come back. But this one time, miner from some corporation, he drags himself back into the city bloody and half-naked. Claimed he seen an Ashton big as a house out there. The older guys all said he was delirious. Me, well, I wouldn't do as anything but just listen to him. Now, though, I'm wondering if maybe it wasn't just blood loss and heat stroke. Maybe he really did see something. Maybe I should have come out here a long time ago. Shit, that's gotta be it. No matter what happens, you make it back to the city and tell them about this. You hear me? That's one big son of a bitch.
Whoa, whoa. What the hell are you firing at?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think we were gonna make it through that. If you hadn't been with me, no way I'd be standing right now.
There's no way we could allow that to happen.
I mean, it does and it doesn't, you know? We got out alive this one time. That's good. But this ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this. Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas. And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keone what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it. No, of course not. I'm an old man, slow on the move. You can get there so much faster. She'll prefer hearing the news from you anyway. Thanks again for saving my ass.
Co to za dinozaur? Widziałaś, Sara? Co Sara powiesz na te pustkowia? Chodź, Sara, chodź. Nie zostawiaj sama.
If we didn't have proof, nobody would believe us about the Alpha.
Dobra, gdzie jest? Tam gdzieś.
Hi, how you doing?
Davis should be more careful. The data shows the Ashta are more active. So, what happened? Really? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't trust it. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake, that I stuck my nose into something I shouldn't have. Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they did, didn't they? Yes, you're right. I need to reevaluate all the existing data. Who knows what else we can get out of it? I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
Zaraz tu. To co, Sara, wracamy, tak? A nie wiesz tak czasem, gdzie jest Sara, mój dom? Nie wiem, czy to tu nie było gdzieś. O. Sara, zobacz. Jak ci się podoba, Sara?
Oh, my day just got a whole lot brighter. What's on your mind? I will never love another person as much as I love you.
Dobra.
Talk to you again soon, darling.
Do zobaczenia. Sara, to jest ten. Dobra. Wypadł stąd. Kurde, jak my zaczniemy znowu z kimś gadać, to my tu nie wylecimy nigdy, nie? Markiem Jansenem. Dobra, dajmy jeszcze jedną szansę. Pierwsze, pierwsze. Dobra, idziemy jeszcze pogadać z Lansenem, gdzie on się znajduje. 40 metrów za plecami, tak?
Nobody's allowed outside the city walls after nightfall.
Thank God. I thought the Shaw gang was going to kill all the hostages in the bank. You were amazing. Thank you. We wouldn't have made it without you. Listen, I have nothing. Less than nothing. My family moved here from Sidonia, hoping for a better life. Sometimes I just feel cursed. And I could live with that if it was just me. But Simone? And little Liv? I think it's just different flavors of pain. Sorry, you should feel good, super good about what you did at Galbank. You want to talk about anything?
So,
should provide for his family, not drag them down along with him. I've got to do better. We've been given as much charity as I can stomach. Without the Low House, I mean, there's something, but it's a hell of a thing to ask. As dark as things are, there are so many good people out there.
Yeah, Dave.
My wife has got a cousin, Milena Exelrod. Truthfully, I never much cared for Milena. But she runs freight, and I know her routes sometimes take her this way. Milena is family. Might be she'd do something for her kin. I'm looking for a job, and I'll do anything. Well, anything legal. Milena's United Colonies, like us, and I know she's got problems of her own with Akila City. She clams up the times I've asked. Not even Simone knows. I'm sure she's run afoul of the law somehow. That's kind of how she operates. You are an answer to our prayers. Milena called Simone yesterday. I'm pretty sure she's still in the system. Just giving me any hope. It's a lot.
I'm thinking about joining up with security. I think that job.
the same as the real thing.
So, Miss Stay Up Late Reading Cups. Did you from last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
I knew these days to tell you the tale of a certain song come. And Starfield's another thing.
Just give up! Where's the rest?
Target shields are fried.
Fill out that grab drive. They aren't easy, Frank.
Thanks for the assist. You're welcome to board.
Seals are tight, we're docked.
Cześć, Sara. Pozwolisz, że się tak troszkę rozejrzę? Gdzie ty masz magazyn? Tu. Dobra, mamy kilka kredytów. Sara, ty co się tam bawisz? Okej.
Oh, if fighting the fleet doesn't get the juices flowing, you're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be safe around here, but Cheyenne has always been just a giant bastard to me. Unless you're a native. In which case, oh my god, I love what you've done with the place. I swear, every time I come through here, something goes to shit. But it always calls me back. Take now. I'm just supposed to be doing some deliveries, and whammo! Pirates! Cheyenne's going to get me one of these days. No, not one bit. I enjoy surviving fighting pirates. Big difference. Ha! I knew it! I knew it! Simone should have told me. Her and Marco are so damned proud. I'd love to help them out. Might be I've got a checkered history with the fine city of Akila. If you clear up any lingering hard feelings, then I could resume doing business there. I'd set up stick-up-his-ass Marco as my official importer. Then wins all around. I used to do cargo hauls for the mayor, and he got really upset that I might have been carrying more than I ought to. We had some words, maybe one fat lip, not mine, and now I'm persona non grata. Well, two paths I see. The trade authorities got a fixer named Tom Starrett. He might be able to facilitate things. Or Mayor Cartwright. God, that windbag. Well, if he'd take a sorry, that would work. Fat chance. Either way, I expect credits will be on the line. On the back end, I could afford to give you a taste of the action. Not sure it'll cover the fees. Ah. Music to my ears, friend. Marco doesn't deserve you. But Simone, she's one of the good ones. You square things away. Just let Marco know.
Just give the word and we'll get underway.
I must confess.
Okej, o, teraz mamy nocum. To co? Co to są za 2 punkty?
Your ship's not half bad.
Niezły mam statek. No.
Council of Governors meeting our very own.
Hello there. So good to see you.
A kto to jest ten drugi?
Yeah? What? Or, sorry, I thought you were someone else. Kinda booked up right now. Sorry. I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Milena wants back? The Trade Authority always likes facilitating business, but she's got a considerable bounty on her. Captains associated with us can land here, I even have some credentials on hand. And wouldn't you know it, the captain's name is blank. If she had set credentials and put her name on them, well, she couldn't land. But if any other name was in there, any name at all, well, I think that might clear it up. The Trade Authority has a separate arrangement. As long as a hypothetical captain kept a low profile, why she could do business here indefinitely. She should talk with us. We have a lot of common ground. I'll contact Milena right away. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. Pleasure doing business with you.
I wish there'd been a different way to handle this, but at least the situation with the Jansens will be resolved.
Sara nie, tam jakieś oświecenie, oświecać nas będą, czy coś. O panie.
Thank you for saving my husband. I was so scared.
Ty, wstawaj. Johnson. Marku.
Milena contacted me. She's making me her official importer. I'm not sure how much it pays, but I'll take it. You have no idea what you've done. I figured it might be something like that. I'll make sure to keep my distance from any of that. I can't wait to tell Simone. This is the first ray of sunshine we've seen in years.
I hope that never happens again.
Idź, dziołcha, spać.
Thank you for saving my husband.
No hej. Dobra, co tam mam się uaktywniło? Dobra. No to wracamy, nie? I gdzie to musimy wrócić? Tu.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
information. That they are. I'm still learning this new comm system, but it's telling me you're the one who helped us out with it. At least scans say that's your ship ID. Cool. Can I help you out with anything? Not quite sure yet. We've got a few possibilities for habitable planets to check out. We've just gotta pick one and go. Oh, yeah, they're great. Thanks again for securing them for us. I've been playing around with the new communication systems ever since we got them. And while I've been itching to kick off that grav drive, I've been told it's probably not a great idea until we figured out where we're going. That'd be great. Hopefully you can find us out there exploring, or if we finally settle. Take care.
Docking complete.
Okej. Cześć Wasku.
Do you require my assistance?
Myślę, że nie. I tak się zgubię.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outsiders.
Now that we know there are other people out there,
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting from here on out.
Dobra, tylko jak się tam wchodzi.
careful waving that fancy gun around. You don't need to see. The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down trouble.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
Sara nie tu.
We've got strict rules around here.
Cholera wie gdzie. Ja nie wiem, Sara gdzie.
Hope you're not having any trouble finding my friend's relative.
Kurde, to się ty, ja?
Really appreciate your help finding our crew's family out there. Oh? Oh, you must mean the Yiddish. It's an old family tradition. The Levitts have been trying to keep it alive for hundreds of years now. See, we didn't think the language would survive if we didn't, so we charged ourselves with preserving it. It's a point of pride for our family, and something I'd like to pass on to others so they don't forget. Like my great-great-great-great-grandmother's latke recipe.
Dobra.
People didn't know what to think. Here we are, minding our own business out in deep space, all alone. Then we hear some sort of garbled transmissions on the radio. Real screechy, real inhuman sounding stuff. Then you show up? People had all sorts of fakakta theories. Aliens, time travelers, you name it. We watch a lot of old movies, so... Anyway, it spooked the bejesus out of us, because we were expecting to find nobody. Great! What's the word? Too bad. But we knew this could happen. It's appreciated, regardless of the outcome. There are plenty more where that came from if you ever want to go again.
Dobra, Sara. Ogarnęliśmy temat. Co ty znowu robisz? Wlazłaś w kąt i się trzęsiesz. Dobra. Co to nam się uaktywniło? Dobra, wracamy na statek i na tym chyba zakończymy naszą misję.
Just stay out of trouble.
Panie Boże, jak stąd wyleźć znowu? To nie, to są tutaj pomieszczenia. Tu? Chyba. Tu chyba. No kurde. Chodź, Wasku. Sara, dawajesz.
Know when you're ready to launch.
A brief history of time. If you find any edition, any at all, I will be your friend.
Textbook there. We're free.
Dobra. Lądujemy. Dobra, więc kto chce, to ciśnie też, co? Super, ty jesteś kto? Technik.
You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever's broken can be fixed.
Okej. Dobra. Cześć, Saruś. To tyle. Dzięki za oglądanie, dzięki, że jesteście i do kolejnego odcinka. Trzymajcie się, cześć.